I started riding motorcycles when I was younger, like 13, 14, and fell in love with it. Started working on them, and by the time I was 18, I realized that's what I wanted to do.
My dad opened up the year that I was born. Actually, I think like 3 months after I was born. So I kind of grew up around motorcycles. Been riding since on my dad's gas tank since I was about 2.
My brothers, they started racing before me, and I was tugging on my dad's pant leg of, I want to ride, I want to ride, I want to ride. But I was probably 4 or 5 years old, and I still had training wheels on my bicycle. And he goes, "You need to learn how to ride 2 wheels before you go out and ride." And that next weekend, I was out riding on the racetrack. So
I raced an AMA flat track in the AMA flat track series. I raced an Harley XR 750, which is basically a purpose-built Harley Davidson flat track bike. Through some broken bones and through just getting to the point where I said I should probably start to think about my career. I decided to come in business and work pretty much full-time here.
Yeah, it's just we grew up with it. My father taking us for motorcycle rides, and all the employees really grew up together riding, and we're all enthusiasts and got into business together.
Gone from like 3 employees, and now we're about between 25 and 30 employees now.
We have guys that have been back there for 25, 30 years. So we got some guys that are really good with the older stuff, some guys that are good with the new technology. So we got a really good, we got a guy that just does performance work back there. He's done all the performance on our bikes, and so when people bring their bikes in, you're getting a guy that's, is experienced.
People come in and wait their whole life to buy a Harley Davidson. Really seeing the smile on people's face, and it kind of gives you goosebumps. It's a huge milestone in their life. So
we try to keep our dealership grassroots. We try to keep it old school. Try to give good service, and like I said, try to make it a real good experience, memorable experience when they come in to buy a motorcycle from us.
The product is definitely better than it's ever been. Just as far as the motorcycles go, they have GPS on them now where they didn't before. The electronics, the stereos, the cruise controls, the wireless throttles. There's all kinds of improvements that they've made over probably the last 5 or 6 years we've seen the most change.
I see a lot changing performance-wise. Harley's starting to come out with some new models that are have the upgraded suspension, kind of a mix between an old cafe bike and an old flat track bike. I feel that the younger generation is now getting more involved. This year we've sold to a lot of younger guys, women, families. We had 2 guys, father-son. The father hasn't ridden since the 80s. They both came in here, bought Harleys at the same time, and so now they're spending some quality time riding their bikes.
When you're working 6 days a week and sometimes 7 days a week throughout the summer, it's kind of hard for personal time. But it pays off. I got the advantage of coming in and seeing my boys, every day.
Some of my best memories are on the road with, my brothers, my dad, riding. We rode from Texas through Louisiana, down through Alabama, down through Florida. And it's probably one of the best memories I've had with my dad and my brothers.